Okay, so I got the dang thing out. It's quite dirty. And if you're wondering why did I take it out, mainly because I didn't trust the mechanic who worked on it last. They said they replaced the fuel pump. I don't know. I think they probably didn't do the type of job that I'm expecting. So, number one, I'm going to clean this thing up and get a part number off of everything and go look it up. Make sure it's the right type and right pressure, etc. that's required. And just make sure that it's done properly and it's sealed properly. And the other thing, they didn't attach the vent properly. So when I filled the tank up completely, it would gush out here. And of course I couldn't access that from the outside. I had to start disassembling and get that shroud off and drop the tank. And once I got to the point of dropping the tank, I could have fixed it right then and put it back up, but I just thought I'd go ahead and go the extra mile and double check that that sender unit there, and check the hoses, cleaned it up. So I wanted to make sure I was the last one that touched it and that it was done correctly. Well, I got the fuel pump out, fuel pump module assembly, and it's got a date on it. So it's got a date of 4/8/2014. Hasn't had a lot of use on it, so I'm not positive if it's going to be an issue or if I should replace it. I'm going to try to determine how to test it. See if I can put some 12 volts on it and I guess pump some gas. On the tank, that's a different topic. Once I pulled the fuel pump out, I easily saw that there had been a bolt that had broken off previously. Now, I don't know if it was the last time that the fuel pump was replaced or if someone had broken it off prior. And I could also see that the gasket for the fuel pump was not seated properly. And I think I'd mentioned earlier, when I'd filled it with gas, I was getting large amounts of gas coming out if I filled the tank completely. So I thought it was the vent tube, because the vent tube was not, it wasn't attached. It was just hanging there. Or the flexible rubber hose that goes out to the fill nozzle was just hanging where it should have been attached to the vent tube. But now I'm looking at this and I'm starting to suspect that this might have been the problem all along. So I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna have to do a complete clean out on this tank, and it looks like I'm going to have to take it down and get it welded. So that means I've got to spray it out, clean it out with water, let it air forever, make sure the fumes aren't going to be a problem, and take it down to the weld shop, see if they can weld another little stud on there. There is no machine shop in the area, so it's not like I can just take it somewhere. I might try to drill it out after I get it purged, but I'm not sure what that's going to do for me, because I can feel on the inside that it feels like the heads were welded. I'm not positive. If I drill it out, I got a hole I can screw a stud in, but what would be the best method to seal it then? Not positive. I'm thinking a tack weld, but we'll see. One thing at a time here.